How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Welcome back to the transportation company. It doesn't have a name, doesn't have a headquarters. It can have a headquarters. I'm pretty sure we can build a headquarters. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Yep, we can absolutely build it. It's apparently ConflictNerd Transport. Gonna have to come up with a better name than that. And the headquarters costs money to build. Do I want to build this in Salem? It's an interesting looking, it's a very interesting looking building. I don't know that I want to build it in Salem. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I do like Salem. It was like Salem was the best character in Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Let's be quite honest. So you know what? We're going to build it in Salem is what we're going to do. We're going to build it right out here on this little road. I'm going to take over a chunk of land and build my, my transportation empire headquarters right between those trees right there. And it's, yeah, I mean, it leaves a lot to be desired, but you know, it's humble beginning, even as a sign, humble beginnings is what it is. We're gonna go with humble beginnings. Anyway, speaking of humble beginnings, we need to begin the process of building some train tracks, and I'm a little wary of doing this. We could do catenaries above it so that when we do electrify them, we have that already done. How much more expensive is it? It's not even it's not even that much more expensive to do them. So we're going to do them anyway. And what I want to do here essentially is just keep these lines going as straight as I possibly can. That's not even that far. Oh, okay. We're going to come out to here. About 200,000-ish. We'll try and get exactly 200,000-ish. So right about there is a good enough distance. So we'll allow that. And then this one over here, this one's going to be a real pain to figure out because it might be tempted to do a tunnel. And I knew it was going to want to do a tunnel. Honestly, I'm not entirely against doing a tunnel. I think a tunnel kind of makes sense. So where am I going with this? So this one's coming over this way. Oh, there's such a distance between them. Let's just bring this up until we're spending pretty much all of our money. And yes, I know it's carving out a bunch of the terrain here. That's honestly okay. I mean, it's not, but it'll have to be. We'll go to here and we'll approve that. And honestly, I think we're going to just take a loan is what we're going to do. We're just going to borrow. Let's borrow up to $2.5 million. And I should, in theory, be able to just sort of run this straight across here. Again, it's carving away at more of the terrain than I would like it to, but I think fundamentally we're going to kind of just have to be okay with that. Can I connect these together in a way that makes sense? Is this going to be a thing? That is not a thing that I want to happen right there. Can I bring it across this road? Is that going to be a thing it's going to want me to do? It's elevating the road. I don't know about that. I don't know about that either. Is that more expensive or less expensive? It's about the same price. I really don't know if I want to elevate that road. I think I'm going to have to though. So sure, we'll allow that. We can bring this back a little bit and then just redo that section of road because it looks absolutely terrible. So something like this. That's much better. Okay. I can live with that. It's not the end of the world. And then for the rest of this, can I just get these guys to run together like this? I mean, it does twist and turn a little bit. 341,000 is a lot of money. But again, I think I'm just going to allow it. We're just going to carve through here and sort of live with it. So that's our first segment done. Now I just need to get all the way up there, which is going to be slightly trickier. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to run a straight section of track across here, and it's not being kind to that road. So maybe a straight section of track across here would be better. Something like this. That's a bit kinder to the road, so we'll do that. Is that a bit of a steep angle? It kind of is, but it's going to have to be. Oh, now this is going to be a problem. It turns out that trains are not going to be thrilled about the idea of being so sort of elevated here. I might have to pull this back a little bit and try a little something different. Can I push this straight through without having it want to turn into a bridge? I absolutely can. That's sort of what I'm looking for. I don't I don't want a bridge here. I want it to stay sort of at ground level. If it has to carve through, it has to carve through. That's totally fine. As for this guy, I'm hoping this is all relatively flat out here, which for the most part, it looks like it is. So I'm just going to bring this out about as far as I can go. Yes, it's elevating some of the terrain in the middle, but it's not the end of the world. And then the connection is going to be that big sort of curve there. And I wonder if I just went ahead and tried to do that. The game doesn't love it when you do this. 1.8 million. Because it's a big tunnel. That is, I'm going to be honest. It's tempting, but if I can't raise it up far enough to not have it be a tunnel. So I'm going to have to just do it bit by bit, which I guess is fine. I would like it to be a little bit lower in the middle, if that's an option. Can I get this to be at ground level? Where are we? So this is this at ground level right now? It's kind of hard to tell. It's elevated for whatever reason, I guess. It's fine. Let's just continue this in a nice straight line for now. We'll continue this guy in a nice straight line as well. They can curve somewhere in the middle and everything's going to be fine. I can also unpause the game while I'm doing this. I kind of need the money. And there we go. We have ourselves a beautiful big train track. We don't have a line yet, but we do have the track, which is very exciting. We also don't have a depot, but again, we do have the track, which is very exciting. As for the depot, honestly, maybe just San Francisco for that thing. Might not be the worst place for it. We can get a building. We can go to, where is it? This guy right here, the train depot. It doesn't need to be against a road, but I feel like it probably should be. So I'm going to build it. Do I want to build it right in the heart of San Francisco? Is that a thing that I really want to do here? I'm not really against doing it. I'm going to be honest. It's maybe a bit of a weird place for it, but I think right there is kind of cool. So yeah, that's where that train depot is going to go. It might be a bit of a nightmare to manage in terms of the tracks though. So I'm going to have to tear this all out for now. I want to tear this out as well. And I'm actually going to bring this road right back as well. So disconnect all of that for a second. Bring this guy sort of straight out to here. And then can I get these guys to connect nicely? Not really. I don't want to have to bulldoze this. I really don't want to have to bulldoze this. So can I get it to work? It really doesn't want to, does it? That's kind of a pain, actually. Okay. What if I bring this back? We bring this guy out at sort of an angle like this, an angle like this, and I somehow get these to connect together in a way that's a little bit less terrible. So you come out there, you go to there. That seems fine. And then this guy, that seems fine. So that's all right. And then we'll just go sort of straight across from here to there. And that'll be our connection for this whole thing. Which again, that seems fine. I'll allow that. We'll take out this whole part because we don't need it. That's all connected. The train line can sort of come straight out and then curve behind this thing. And yeah, that's more of what I'm looking for. Let's very quickly get the depot connected because there was absolutely no need for all that faffing about that I just did. Zero need whatsoever. And so with that all done, we can now go ahead and start to expand things a little bit. We have some steel down here, which is absolutely fantastic, but we need some vehicles for this. So we'll go to the San Francisco Road Depot. We actually have some new trucks as well, which is very exciting. Very, very excited to have these new trucks here. I don't know when I unlocked them. I wasn't paying attention, but I'm going to start with 3 of them. They're too, oh, you know what? We'll go for 2 of them. They're kind of expensive. We're going to make them pink since they're going on the El Paso line. And then I need to go and I need to manage that line. So if I go and say manage, you are only going to be loading up on steel. And honestly, I kind of want you to wait for a while. I'm kind of willing to just let them wait until they are full because there's only 2 vehicles at the minute anyway. So it's not necessarily the end of the world. And then we're going to need trains, and getting trains is going to be tricky because we don't necessarily have the money to do that. We might need to expand things a little bit, but let's have a look at some of the stats of these other lines. So you have a rate of 12, you have a rate of 14. I wonder if I could swap these vehicles out for these guys. 261,000 to swap them out. That's going to bring us to 16 on the rate. Honestly, that's not bad. And then on the coal one, that is the coal one. The steel one is 14 already. Manage vehicles, go in here, swap them out for the flatbeds. Again, kind of expensive, but it means that we're moving things a little faster and moving a little bit more. So I'm sort of okay with that. It's by no means the end of the world. And then all I need to do now is set up a train line, get a train, and get the rest of this moving. So we'll get this going this way. So up to High Points, up to here. It then comes back to High Point, where we're going to have to build a truck depot, and it sort of repeats. So in Garland, I want to say load full all. I'm going to say it can wait for like 10 minutes. I'm sort of okay with it waiting, to be quite honest, because my plan is going to be that this thing is it's going to be able to carry as much. Wait, how does the silver work? Is it 2 to 1? It is 2 to 1. Ooh. Well, how is this going to work actually? I guess I'm going to have to figure out what the train's going to look like, but regardless, it is going to be, we'll figure out the math shortly. At High Point the first time around, I want it to wait until, you know what? I kind of just want it to wait in general. We're going to say wait 2 minutes, a maximum of 4 minutes, and that'll be fine. And then in Huntsville, it's going to be a similar story. We're going to say wait 2 minutes, so 120 seconds and a maximum of 4 minutes. And then on the way back, so I need to set what these guys are loading up as well. So the first time around, it's going to be loading up on silver ore and on steel. And then here, it is going to be unloading the silver ore and then loading up on silver bars. And then in Huntsville, it is going to be unloading the silver bars. It is going to be unloading the steel, and it's going to be loading up on machines. And then at High Point, it is going to be unloading machines. That's a lot. That's a lot of things to expect one train to do. And it is just going to be one train. There's only one track there. There's no passing points. It is just the one train. That is a lot to expect one train to do. I'm a little nervous about this. I'm a little bit nervous about this, but I think we can make it work. I think we can pull this off. It's just going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of an investment. Might have to take another loan. Let's have a look at my lines. How are we doing in terms of balance? We are making money. We're still making money. Only 4 of my lines are making nothing right now, which is lovely. And then this is our new line. So let's call you train cargo. And I don't know what this is going to be called. This is going to be, we'll call it the San Francisco. Well, it's not really San Francisco. It's got High Point in the middle. So I guess we'll call it High Point. High Point Machines Production is what we'll call it, because it's doing everything to make these machines and it's dropping them off in High Point. And then from High Point, it's going to get shipped out to Salem and San Francisco. Yeah, that seems like a good way to do this. Again, gonna be kind of expensive, but I think we'll be okay. I guess I just need to take some more money and get this going. Let's borrow up to 17.5. That gives us 3.5 million. I think I can work with that. Let's get ourselves a train and let's hope for the best. I say I can work with that. Trains are expensive. This basic one is $1 million on its own. The Atlantic is 2.5 million. I kind of want something good. You know, maybe the 10-wheeler versus the Atlantic would be the way to go. Yeah, I think that's how we're maybe going to look at this. Let me also just modify this line very quickly, because hold on a minute. Let's go to here. What color are we going to go for with this guy? So you are going to be orange, I guess. I'm fine with that. Okay, now we need to look at trains. So, I think the 10-wheeler is where we're going to start. I don't know if I'm going to like it in orange, but we can add that, and it's going to be 2 million. And then we need cargo. So cargo is going to be the tricky part, because we need to be moving a lot of things. So we need to be moving steel. Oh man, how is this going to work? Right. Okay, hold on. So the gondola is what we're going to move the silver ore in. I'm going to make the gondola sort of a silvery color, and we're going to do How much are these? 500,000 each? Oh my God. Oh man. Okay. Okay. This is going to be expensive. That's fine. Wait, what do I move machines in? I move machines. I need 4. I need 4 car. I need 3 types of car on this one train. Oh no. Okay. We're going to need more money. We're going to borrow up to $20 million, which is fine. That's good. That's a start. Okay. Locomotives, please let me get the 10-wheeler. I'm just going to make it, I'm going to make it black. It's going to look mean is what it's going to be. And we'll go for a nice silvery color. I could go for the, wait, are these the cheap ones? No, these are expensive box cars that I'm going for. Of course they are. All right. We're going to go with a gondola. We're going to go with, oh man, we're going to go with a slightly darker, flat car. We're going to need 2 of those. Actually, you know what? One of those flat cars is technically going to be for silver. So I'm going to make it a little bit brighter. So this next one is going to be for the steel. And then we need a box car for the machines, and it can be this color. So that's going to be our setup is what it's going to be. And that is 4.2 million for that train. Oh boy. Okay. We'll buy that. We will put it on. Can I not put it? Wait, have I not got a line to put this thing on? I have this line here. Hold on a minute. Have I messed this up? You can get down there. You can get down there. You're all connected. Wait a minute. Am I missing something? Oh, I had this enabled where I could only add it to lines that I could see. So let's go ahead and put it out there, which means the train should be moving, which it absolutely is. It looks ridiculous. It really does. I might need to look into the specifics of that line a little bit further. I'm not going to lie. So let me look at you and let me manage that line, because am I able to? Yeah, this is what I want to do. So I only want it to load up on 75%. No, I don't think I can split the amount of stuff per wagon. So I only want it to fill halfway on steel. And I'm assuming that's how it'll work, right? It'll only fill half of the available space for steel, because the other half is going to be saved for silver. I think. I think. We're going to find out is what we're going to do. The good news is that silver is now being produced down here. So it's working. It is technically working. We'll see how well it works. But it is technically working, and it's going the wrong way, which is great. That's even better. That's just what I wanted to do. Go the wrong way. Fantastic. You could have went the other way and picked up some silver and started the production, but you decided not to do that because you're a genius. All right. I'll tell you what else we're going to do. We're going to build ourselves a truck station, and we're going to build it right up here, because we do need somewhere to pick up these machines. So truck station right about there. That guy is going to deliver them into Salem and also over to San Francisco, avoiding the High Point entirely. Which sucks for High Point, to be quite honest. High Point, right? Yeah. Sucks for High Point. They could probably do with some machines, but unfortunately, I guess San Francisco is the town that invested in this project. High Point did not. So, well, sucks to suck, really. Let's get a little road going here just so I can have this all sort of cut across nicely. So you're going to come out there. You are going to come out of about here. And I just want these guys to sort of loop around like this, all nice like. And that's how the trucks can sort of go from here, avoiding High Point straight down to San Francisco. I could have honestly just built a new road, which really would have made a lot more sense looking at this, but it's fine. Well, I say that. I say that. I'm probably going to build a new road for, yeah, I'm going to build a new road for Salem. So I guess we might want to reconsider my choices here. For now, we'll stick with what we've got. We'll just do we'll do a little section of road here, and that's fine. I want to do a little section of road just up here next to the track. And can I just run this sort of straight down along that track the entire way? I absolutely can. Do I want to do that? I don't love that it's carving out the terrain the way that it is, but I suppose I'm fine with it. I suppose we can make that work. So we'll go to here, 140,000. That's a lot more money than I realized. I kind of clicked. Oh my God, no. I'm kind of clicking these, I'm kind of clicking these little ticks faster than I'm actually reading them, which is proving to be a problem because I'm spending so much more money than I need to be, but it's fine. Let's set up a new line. It is going to go from here. Where in Salem wants the machines? Who in Salem wants the machines? This guy, this building right here. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to overlap my delivery points because that seems like a terrible idea. So instead, I'm going to go here, right in the middle of Salem. And we're going to say add station here, which is going to loop it back. And honestly, I'm sort of okay with that. And that is just going to be road cargo, Salem, and machines delivery is what we're going to go for. So paint that nice and red. We're not going to bother with anything to San Francisco just yet. We'll get ourselves a single vehicle for this, which seems like the way to go. So buy you and red and Salem machines delivery. So eventually that'll get going, which is totally fine by me. Looking down here, a little bit miserable looking. I'm not going to lie. little bit miserable looking. Why are you guys, have I done something wrong here? Why are you guys empty? Hold on. Why are you guys empty? Why is there no production? What is going on with this? There's like no production shipment. Why do I, have I done something wrong here? You guys can't, oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay. How much to do this? 20 something? That's fine. Swap them out. There we go. So now they can hold things. I am an idiot. Good Lord. Okay. Definitely big idiot vibes today, but it's fine. We've got this moving again. Steel production will continue. It's not the end of the world. Everything is A-okay. Everything's up and running now. I can't believe it's a flatbed, man. I saw flatbed and I thought, oh, that'll move like ores. It's fine. It's fine. It's sorted now. It's, again, not the end of the world. Now, something that is kind of interesting is the train is arriving to pick up some silver ore. It's going to load up pretty well. It's going to have 12 units of silver ore. There's 365 waiting to go here, but sure. I'm probably also going to want to change up this line a little bit because we don't necessarily need a minimum time for you to wait here anymore. So full load all? No. That's, well, actually, in saying that, having this guy just sit here for a while is probably not the end of the world. I think we'll set it to 3 minutes and we'll just say full load any for the time being, because actually just load if available. Just go. For now, it can just go because we just don't have the money to manage all of this. We're also not doing so well in terms of earnings right now. That train is costing me a ridiculous amount of money. So hopefully we can swing that around. I mean, it did go the wrong way to start with, so that hasn't helped us. And depending on how much money it makes from dropping off the silver will depend on whether or not it's going to be sticking around for the time being. Although admittedly, once this all gets up and running, things will be better. I mean, these guys, for example, are starting to load up on steel, which is great. That's a start. I have some concerns, but I mean, looking here, we are getting 272,000 from dropping off the silver. And then we do load up half of the flatbed ish with the rest of the silver. So that's not terrible. If we manage this line, you are going to be waiting here. We're just going to say load if available. Otherwise, just keep going. And that's fine. I mean, that's a bit of money. That's a little something. Once we drop that off, we can make a bit more money, and then this thing runs empty on the way back. But eventually, we should eventually see these guys fill up with some steel and head on out and do their thing, right? That's what we're looking for. Assuming these guys are all moving a really good amount of all of their resources, which it looks like they are. So yeah, we will hopefully be able to turn this around. Although I do think it is going to depend on how much we get for the 5 bits of silver. We get 100,000. Okay. That does have me a little worried. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, this train might not be profitable enough. I guess I could just add a bunch more silver, a lot more, what do you call them, gondolas to this thing. We could add more of these guys and just move a bunch more silver. I would need to increase my loan, but we could reasonably do that. I don't know if I want to do that, but we could. I'm also going to say that this thing can just go as soon as it's done here. I don't think it needs to be waiting around at all at the moment, but I mean, looking at it, it could be doing better. It definitely could be doing better. I think we'll be able to turn it around though. I do, especially because we should have, looking down this way, we should see one of these trucks get moving here shortly. This one has 7 of 8 steel on board. So assuming another delivery comes in, how are we looking at this guy? Yeah, assuming another delivery of coal comes in, which this is not. Once another delivery of coal comes through, we can get some steel over to the train. We can get some machines production going. We should then see a good amount of stuff happening, which is better than nothing happening, which is what's going on right now. And just like that, we have a bunch of steel getting picked up. We have a bunch of silver getting picked up, which is beautiful news. So hopefully we're actually going to see some machines get produced here. And if we do, that's going to be great. That's exactly what we're looking for. And that's very, very good news. This guy here is admittedly only 1 of 8 right now in terms of its steel. It is not going up, which is a little bit worrying. I'm not going to lie. What are we lacking? We are lacking coal, which is an interesting one. Let me, ooh, we got some new passenger cars. Lovely. Let me look at these lines. I'm going to keep the game running actually while I do this. Let me sort by name, and we want to look at the San Francisco ones. So iron is 25, you're 21. They are both making money, which is great. I think I could get away if I borrow up to 22.5 million. I don't like doing this, but if I do borrow that much, if I keep this pin for a second and I go to you and I say manage vehicles, duplicate all of them. It's a lot of money, but if I do the same thing here and I duplicate these vehicles, that now gives us up to 49, 42. If I go back to the steel one, manage vehicles, and I say, give me 1 more, that brings me up to 47. So they're a little bit more in line. We're still going to have some excess iron. That's fine, but they're a little bit more in line, which is great. So if we average that out to 50, we'll say, actually, if we average it out to 46, that means 23 steel is getting produced every year, which is fine. If we're splitting that in half, that is 11.5 steel to each. So actually having 11 here on tools delivery is fine. Steel to train actually probably arguably only needs 1 vehicle right now. So we can manage that vehicle and we can probably sell it for a little bit of money back, which is great. And then I don't think I want to invest in, I don't know if I want to invest more in the train right now or not. I think in a way, actually, I probably should. I think another gondola would be a great idea for this thing. So you add gondola and then move it to the front. I think 2 gondolas will be a great idea for this train. Yes, it's a bit expensive, but 560,000 will go for it. So that means it can carry a bit more silver, and that means that we should be able to sort of max out the 2 flatbed cars with stakes and whatnot. So we'll see if that works. I'm not 100% sure that it will, but we'll see if that works. In terms of these guys, they are already making money, which is great. So no huge concerns there. The tools delivery to San Francisco will eventually make money. It's now starting to move things again, which is great news. Do I want to go all out on these guys? I'm very tempted to double them again and just bring that production way up there, because a lot of my production lines in this area, the train especially, does kind of hinge on these guys doing a lot of good stuff. So I don't know how much it's necessarily going to be. What if I just add 3 more vehicles to each? So that brings that up to 62. Manage vehicles, 1, 2, 3. Duplicates 68. Go back to steel, manage vehicles, give me 1 more. That gives me 67. So that's actually really nicely in line. So I'm willing to go with that. But 33.5 is going to be the amount we're producing. So we should start to see some excess steel, which is good, because then we can start to move that excess steel to the train a little faster and to the tools a little bit faster. we can work with that. We can start to get more vehicles to move that steel. So I think what I'm curious about now is just how much are we going to be looking at here with 24 silver ore, 545,000. That's actually fantastic. We have filled this one, if we can get up to 12. Oh no, we are filling both of these cars with silver. That's not exactly what I was wanting to do with that. Interesting. So we're at high point here. We only want to half fill this with silver. We won't be able to fill it fully if we actually have a full load of steel anyway. So that's fine. It's okay for now. That's going to be really good money for us regardless. I've also told this guy to minimum stop time 60 seconds. Honestly, ooh, that's the console. I didn't know I could open that. That's fine. We can work with that. We'll let it go on. It'll hopefully make money. It should make money. I mean, it's going to make money. It's going to make money once it gets up there. We actually do have we did have a machine up here, I'm pretty sure. I don't know where it's gone. We did have machines production though. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Weird. There was one waiting at the station that might just have like a natural decay, I guess, but yeah, that's a little bit weird. How's Salem doing anyway? 85-ish out of 100. We're not doing so good in the tools. And it's actually come down. It was over 300 residents at one point, so that's not great. The tools production, honestly, looking at this, we could probably afford to get another vehicle on this. In fact, manage vehicles. Let's swap you out for this guy and we'll see how that goes. Rate is 11. It is, I don't know if it changed when I got the new vehicle or not. We'll get another one and we'll see how that goes. A rate of 21 should be fine. Thinking about it, I could probably start swapping out all these vehicles over here as well and really get this steel going. Oh, we also just got a new flatbed truck. I'm kind of excited about that one. Another one. We got a tarpaulin truck. That's not bad. I might need to go around and start updating all my vehicles. It's also 1916 already. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to slow down the dates even further down to a quarter speed. But I'm kind of enjoying this. I'm glad we got this little train line going. I'm really curious to see. So it's just got here. How did it do? 187. Is it loaded up with anything? No. So it didn't load up on the machines. Why? Can I just double check that this line is doing what I want it to do? So in Huntsville, which is here, load if available, that's fine. Unload both of those, load up on machines. You can carry machines, right? If I look at this thing, it can carry, yeah, it can carry machines. I think it just didn't wait long enough, which I guess is fine. I don't love that that's the case, but I guess it's fine. We are also up over, we were over 1 million there. So if I look at my, my balance, oh yeah. Oh my God. These guys have shots ahead with the amount of money that we're making now. Okay. I feel considerably better about my stupid train line. I feel much better, much better about my stupid train line. I am a little concerned about the fact that my steel will gradually deplete over here. We have so much silver sitting around that the steel is actually we're gonna lose it. I don't love that. I definitely don't love that. I do, however, love the fact that we're seeing enough steel production here that this one truck can now go back and forth quite regularly. So what I think I'm going to do just before we wrap things up for today is I'm going to build us a new road. I think we deserve it. I think we've earned a new road at this point. So we'll go here and we're going to come over here and we're going to say, do I want it to go here? I think I want it to go here. I do. I think a road right about here should be fine. And we're just going to bring this road out sort of around this hill. We're going to bring it sort of down this way. We'll bring it nicely sort of around here. And we're just going to get them to connect something like this. And that's a weird amount of grass that's just appeared out of nowhere. I don't know if I want the grass. I don't think I want the grass at all. I think I'm going to bring this guy over, bring this road up a little bit further. And does it still want to do the grass? It doesn't. Good. All right. So that's going to be my reward for getting the trucks to do their thing. Again, I don't love that the steel is running out. That is going to be a major problem. So I think what we're going to have to do is potentially look at managing this vehicle, modifying this vehicle, and giving it another gondola, which I mean, fair enough. It is what it is. We'll add it there. We'll move it across and modify for $560,000. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think realistically what's going to have to happen here is I'm going to need to tear out so much of the silver that's on this platform. Like that barely did. That was not even a dent. Not even a dent. So either we need a ridiculous amount more steel or way less silver. And I think the only thing I can reasonably do is more steel. I think that's kind of where we're at here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We actually probably also need to put another vehicle in this line. So we'll duplicate it. That'll give us 2 of those, which is great news. That line is making money, which is also fantastic. We have a really nice amount of tools coming in here as well. In fact, I don't know. I don't know what the production is in this right now. 36. Interesting. So production, is that shipment 34? I have actually got no idea. This guy is a rate of 11. Manage vehicles, duplicate. Let's just do whatever that does. We'll just get more tools going into San Francisco. Are we even seeing any growth over here? We are seeing a little bit. We're doing okay with this, which is great. We are hopefully, are we seeing anything over in Salem currently? 340 is what we're aiming for. That's actually fantastic. That's great news as well. And this guy's down here picking up a bunch of silver. And it did what I wanted it to do this time. It left behind half of what was there because the other, thing was carrying steel. So that's good. That's potentially going to be machines production up here. I'm stumbling over my words because I'm thinking faster than I can talk. That makes me sound like really pretentious, but yeah, my brain's already focusing on the machines thing while I'm looking at the silver. And so my mouth is just struggling to keep. Anyway, the point is we're getting somewhere. I think we're starting to make some good money here. I do think we really need to, we kind of need to get these guys going a bit better. I do think we need to upgrade those. Machines delivery will eventually make money once the machines start coming through. Tools delivery in San Francisco, I think it was making money. It just isn't at the moment because we put 2 new vehicles on that line. This is good. This is very, very good. This is exactly what we're looking for. We also just got a new tools factory in San Francisco. Interesting. Where did it just build that? So San Francisco's here. Tools factory 2. This one apparently I think is the new one, which is fair enough. I don't hate the idea of using it because again, we have a sawmill right here. I don't know. We might have to look into it. Also, how's Kansas City doing right now? It's losing people. This setup over here sucks. I'm just going to say it. It sucks, man. I need millions of dollars, both in real life and also in the game. I'll take either at this point. Are you carrying machines? You are. Hey, here we go. All right, that's exciting. I'll tell you what I want to do then. Manage vehicle. We have $1 million right now. I don't want to replace it. I want to modify it. I want to get flat cars with side stakes. I'm going to just make them all the same-ish color. How much is this? Add 560. I can only afford 1. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. What if I just keep this running for a second? Am I going to be able to get the money? So 560. I can nearly afford it, I think. I'd need $1,120,000, I think, to be able to do what I want to do here. I don't know why I'm holding off on adding the second one. I can actually like do the math in the game without me having to try and figure it out. Yeah, for some reason I'm insisting on doing that. That's not the one I wanted. Do I want the slightly darker color? Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, $1.12 million is what I need to modify this guy right now. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. I think when this thing drops off the machines, we might... Oh, hold on a minute. It was almost there. I might be able to do it before it drops off the machines. If not, then hopefully when it drops off the machines. Or I could just keep spam clicking and hope for the best. I don't know which one of those is the better option, really. We're getting there, though. Money's at... There we go. Did I miss it? I just missed it. I was so close. It's dropping it off anyway. How are we doing? We made some money, so there we go. Modify it. So now it can carry more. It can carry both more steel and more silver bars. So that should mean if we look down here, how are we doing in terms of steel? We have 14 sitting around. So again, it's kind of that awkward spot of we just need to keep the steel going because that's the only way we're going to combat the whole like way too much silver thing. But I'm okay with this. I'm quite okay with this. I think we're in a good spot. Obviously, you know, more money would be lovely. But I think we are making more than we're losing. This thing does lose a lot on the way back right now because the machine's production's not that great, but we're definitely getting somewhere, and that's all I could really ask for right now. So I think with that said, we can probably go ahead and leave it there for today. We're doing quite well. We got our train up and going. We got more steel coming down here to be dropped off, which is beautiful news. So if I go and look in here, I want to have a very quick look. So this all fills up. That has, so how are we doing? 16 of 24 steel, 36 of 36 silver. Yeah, this thing's moving more and more every time it gets going. That's absolutely fantastic. That's absolutely what we're looking for. And that also means that we're looking at $817,000 as the as we drop off all that silver, which is absolutely fantastic. We don't seem to be loading up the rest of the train with the silver though, which is very interesting. We do have one of the state cars available. Not really 100% sure why we're not using it, but apparently that's just something we don't want to do. Apparently we don't want to load this up with any silver right now. I don't know why that would be. That's a really weird choice. We have a lot of steel though, decent bit of silver. Maybe have a look at the line again, just very quickly. So that was high point stop number 1. 50% silver. And then stop here should be 50% steel. Yeah, it should have loaded up. Not really sure why it's not doing that, but fair enough. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. It's totally fine. We still made some good money off of that. And I also want to point out this guy right here is actually carrying some machines. So we are going to have machines getting delivered into Salem, which is beautiful. I don't know if we've actually had any machines get delivered before, but this will be a really nice chunk of the, well, I say a nice chunk, it's 3. So it's not even half of the machines that they want, but for 1916, I think 3 machines and $12,000 is pretty solid, to be quite honest with you. So I'm all right with that. I do think we need to start looking at some public transport. I do still think that's a thing, and I do still think we should probably look at upgrading some of these vehicles out here, but that's all stuff we can deal with in the next episode, because for now, that is going to be doing us. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.